strongest. It will not be easy. It will be painful. Choose to persevere. Choose to win. Choose to be great.
It's a #1 contender fight, right? Fired up for this one in the lightweight division. A #1 contender fight here on V3 Fights, as the winner will more than likely take on Jaleel Willis, although we don't know that 100% at this moment, but we do know the winner of this one takes a major step in the V3 lightweight division. Mark Main Event Jones, here he comes. He'll be facing the popular Eli Mclofflin, two fighters that are not only good, they're popular, they're fun to watch. Mark Main Event Jones hailing from Huntsville, Alabama, Rick, and fighting for AJJ American Jiu-Jitsu.
I'll tell you what, Mark Jones, this guy rocks. This guy is awesome. He's great. He's got a great personality, really good for the sport of MMA. He's always upbeat. He was at the weight cut last night and he was happy. First time I've ever seen that. This guy's got great stand-up. He's got good jiu-jitsu too, man. He's got a great style. He kind of fights like Lyoto Machida. So we're going to see some very flashy kicks and punches from him.
Yeah, an improved striker. He feels he has an advantage on the ground against Mclofflin. He's coached by Jason Carley at AJJ. Assistant coach is Monty Johnson. Has good people in his corner. Began karate as a kid. Wrestled in high school. Really loves, as Rick mentioned, to stand and bang. Beat Charlie Alexander in February with a second-round guillotine choke. He is 9-4. So at the age of 22 has a pretty good raft of experience, having 13 fights under his belt.
Yeah, he's got a wealth of experience at his age, so he definitely has an advantage over Eli in experience. Actually, no, he doesn't. I am sorry. I didn't apologize. Eli has a lot of experience. Mark has a lot of experience. This fight's going to be great.
Yeah, you got one guy with 13 fights. You got one guy with 12 fights under his belt. And I said the wrath of experience, the wealth of experience. You're absolutely right. Now he's going to try to put his wrath on Mclofflin here, who makes his way from the locker room and eventually into the crowd at Minglewood Hall. Eli Mclofflin from Bald Knob, Arkansas, the metropolis. Barada MMA, trains under his father, Willie Mclofflin, the Arkansas legend. This kid is Mr. Excitement. 3v3 wins, one fight of the year, one fight of the night, one KO of the night.
Oh, man, Eli, this is going to be an electric fight. It really is. Eli is one of the best fighters out there in the Mid-South. His father is a legend in Arkansas and any parts around here. I can't even call this fight, so don't ask me to call this fight, Greg, okay, when we get to the thing. I'm not going to do it.
I may still have to do that. It's time for our Tale of the Tape. It's brought to you by Saxy Clothing Design and Salon. Once again, Jones hails from Huntsville, Alabama. He's 22, 6 foot, 152 pounds. Karate and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, his expertise. Meanwhile, for Mclofflin, from Bald Knob, Arkansas, 21, 5'10", 155, and he is a kickboxer. So I won't ask you to make a prediction, but I will ask you to tell everyone out there watching these fights and listening to us what you expect to see from the two.
Well, both of them are good ground fighters, but both of these fighters want to keep this standing, and they both love to entertain the crowd. So watch for these guys who put on one of the best stand-up shows you have seen in a fight. This is my vote already for Fight of the Night.
Wow, before it's even happened, that's big expectations from Rick. Again, it's a #1 contender fight in the V3 lightweight division. Now let's get the official introduction, the formal introduction. Here's Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by Sachi, and is set for 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Dave Ferguson. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with white trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 153 pounds. A karate fighter with an MMA record of 9 wins and 4 losses. Representing American Jiu-Jitsu and fighting out of Huntsville, Alabama, Mark Main Event Jones. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the red trunks with the black and gold trim. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 156 pounds. A kickboxer with an MMA record of 9 wins and 3 losses. Representing Barada MMA and fighting out of Bald Knob, Arkansas, Eli Mclofflin.
Dave Ferguson now with the final instructions for our 2 fighters.
All right, guys, if you give your instructions beforehand, make sure you protect yourself at all times. Listen to all my instructions. Any questions from the blue corner? From the red corner, touch them up and let's fight.
Rick, have you ever seen as crazy trunks as the ones Eli's wearing?
I like those Muay Thai trunks. Those are cool.
3 3-minute rounds. This one should be electric from the start. Round 1, here we go. Main event, Mark Jones, Eli Mclofflin. Right away, they
both hit knees. Both have the same idea right there.
Yeah, into a clinch right away.
I tell you, Eli is phenomenal when he locks up behind you. So Mark Jones is in bad position. They don't want to go on the ground with Eli having his back.
Yeah, also some good knees to the back of the knee of Mark Jones from Mclofflin. So always hold them up. Those knees are going to take its toll.
Those are hitting on the back of the leg, and that's going to slow him down and everything. Right now, Mark needs to get a 2-on-1, which is 2 hands on 1 wrist, and break that hold.
Unable to do it, it goes to the ground.
Mark tried to roll him through. He did not get a good enough roll. I think Eli can end this early if he gets a rear naked in there. He could. You know, for the sake of the viewers, I hope he doesn't, because I'd like to see this fight go back standing and see some good action. But if he gets it, he gets it.
Yeah, well, he's a tactician. Sure, it's Mr. Excitement, but also take advantage of any kind of lapse in the defense of his opponent. So if he ends it early, he ends it early.
As you can look right there, they were both so calm. Oh, rear naked. It's he doesn't have. Oh, it's in. Mark is in extreme trouble right now. He needs a. Oh, this is over.
There it is. Eli Mclofflin in dominating fashion in the main event was anything but the main event. Mark Jones, I know he's disappointed at that performance, but Eli Mclofflin, that was textbook.
I'll tell you what, that was so perfect. Like I said before, when he got the back of Mark Jones, I said Eli is so dangerous from the back, and if this goes down to the ground, Mark's in trouble, and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, right off the bat. Thank you, Rick. Rick will make his way inside the cage. You saw him not only get the back of Jones, but then those knees started to take its toll, and then finally got him on the ground, the rear naked, and it was over. Mclofflin, at 21 years of age, certainly a tremendous future ahead of him as he improves his chemistry. For Mark Jones, back to the drawing board. He's only 22 years of age, so he's a long way to go in his MMA career. He falls, though, to 9-5. And again, a guy who's worked very hard at AJJ, American Jiu-Jitsu, with Jason Carley and Bonnie Johnson and company, but he will have to continue to work hard to get back to a position to be able to challenge somebody as talented as Eli Mclofflin. Let's get the official time. Let's go inside the cage to Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the B3 cage at Inglewood Hall, we present the official time of 1 minute, 23 seconds into round number 1. Referee Dave Ferguson calls a halt to the bout due to tap out via rear naked choke, declaring your winner, Eli Mclofflin.
A very jubilant Eli Mclofflin, and now a few words with our Rick McCracken.
I'm standing here with the winner, Eli Mclofflin. Great job, Eli. Man, we were watching you fight over there. You were so calm. It didn't even look like you were in a fight, man. What were you doing? Doing your taxes in your head, or come on, man?
You know, I'm just trying to stay calm, just like you're saying. That's so important. And I just wanted to work my jiu-jitsu a little bit. Y'all haven't got to see much of that lately, so decided to pull some of it out since I had the opportunity.
Well, man, I wish you would have, man. I want to see these spectacular head kicks, and I think everybody was looking for that, but great win. Like I said before, when you got his back standing up, like if this hits the ground, it's going to be over because Eli's lethal from the back.
Hey, thank you, McCracken. You know, I'm just glad I had an opportunity to work my jiu-jitsu some. I know everybody likes to see the kicks. I'll use them if they're there, but they weren't there this time. Real fast, let me say thank you to Game Changer Clothing. They got a booth in the back. They support me. They support a lot of these fighters. Please go support them for the cause. Thank you, Team Barada MMA. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. And thank you, V3 fans and V3 Fights, for putting this on, making this all happen. Love you guys.
One more time, your winner, Eli Mclofflin.
You can't be anything but impressed by that young man, the calm composure inside the cage, and then a terrific spokesperson about the sport of MMA, as he thanked the sponsors and certainly thanked everybody at V3. He chalks up another victory for V3 Fights. He has defeated Willie Taylor, Tyler Wilson, Zach Wallace, and now he does the same to Mark Jones. We'll take a break, come back with more exciting action from Inglewood Hall. You are watching V3 Fights. Impressive performance by Eli Mclofflin. It wasn't quite the show we expected, but it certainly was an impressive, quick victory for Eli Mclofflin. And as he told Rick McCracken, he'll do it anyway, whatever it takes. He'll do it any which way, whether it's a big leg kick to the head, knocking somebody out, or whether it's a rear naked choke, showing off his jiu-jitsu skills. Now we move to the middleweight division, and we welcome Josh the Sawmill Sankville into Inglewood Hall. Takes off his sweatshirt, his warm-up, now off with the shirt as he will make his way up the stairs and inside the cage. He's getting set to take on Montreal Black Lightning Grant in this middleweight division battle. He's out of Red Bay, Alabama, and the Shed MMA.
I'll tell you what, Josh the Sawmill Sankville is tougher than a $2 steak. This guy is a monster. He comes out. You know, he had a bad showing versus Eric Anders in his last fight. He got caught, but I'll tell you what, he's going to come out and he's going to prove people wrong. He's an absolute warrior. As you can see, those are from Eric Anders, those two little cuts under his eye. So hopefully then they'll go into play here, but I think he's going to put on a show for us tonight.
Rick, he has really worked hard. He wants to redeem himself after the title loss. He dropped from 205 to 185. He's got great cardio. He's very athletic. Look, Anders jumped on him and he put him away in Nashville, where he was finished quickly with that first-round TKO. So this is all about redemption.
Yeah, stuff like that happens. You get caught, everyone gets caught. Even the best get caught. So I'm going to look for a totally different fighter right here.
He's trained all over the state of Alabama, has some terrific wins, including a win over Maurice Tunstall and former V3 champ Ryan Banks. And now we'll get ready for Montreal Black Lightning Grant. But real quick, for people who don't know, the Shed MMA, literally a shed.
It's literally his shed.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
It's not some big thing. It's the Shed. That's where he has worked a lot on his MMA game, but he's also, as I mentioned, worked all around the state of Alabama. Here comes Montreal Black Lightning Grant from right here in Memphis, Tennessee, and fighting for Team Mid-South, trained under Jeff Mullins.
Montreal Black Lightning Grant is cooler than the other side of the pillow. This man is very well known in Memphis, Tennessee, as a great fighter, trains with a lot of good pros and amateurs. He's on a 3-fight win streak. Last win was in Nashville, Tennessee. He's got great stand-up, and he's super, super athletic. He ran track for USC.
A couple of years for the Trojans. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It's brought to you by Inked Tattoo. Sankville, as I mentioned, from Alabama, Red Bay to be exact. He's 23, 6 foot, 193-pounder, and a freestyle fighter. Grant from here in Memphis is 27, 6'1", 195, and he is a kickboxer. So 4 years the senior is Montreal Grant. As you mentioned, he won in Nashville. Meanwhile, Sankville lost in Nashville, and making his way up the steps now comes Montreal Black Lightning Grant. He comes in with a 4-1 record. Josh Sankville trying to improve on a 6-4 record in this middleweight division battle. Now let's go to Michael Kelly, get the formal introduction of these two fighters.
V3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by Inked. And it's set for 3-minute rounds in the middleweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Michael Caine. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with the white trim. At 6 feet even, he weighed in at 194 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 6 wins and 4 losses. Representing the Shed MMA and fighting out of Red Bay, Alabama, Josh the Sawmill Sankville. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the white and red trim. At 6 feet 1 inch, he weighed in at 196 pounds. A kickboxer with an MMA record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Representing Team Mid-South and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Montreal, Black Lightning Grant.
Thank you very much, Michael Kelly. Michael Caine is the third man in the cage.
All right, guys, got instructions during the rules meeting. We expect nothing less than a hard, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Any questions? Touch them up.
Specimens, Rick, how do you see it?
Man, I think Josh is going to take this one. I like Montreal, know him as a fighter in the area, but I think Josh is a little bit more skilled fighter.
Round 1, here we go. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds.
Both have extremely powerful frames, too.
And they are letting it all fly here in the first few seconds of the first round. Both were able to score.
Yeah, I think Montreal got a little bit better of that exchange.
Grant with the victory over Kerry Perkins in Nashville.
Big!
Oh, that was
Big
big takedown. How about that?
Nice sweep by Montreal, but I think he threw him down a little too hard.
He did. He bounced on his back, and Sankville was able to jump on top. That was technique right there. That was perfect technique.
Now we got to see what Josh can do from this position. I'll tell you what, Josh is already bleeding.
Well, it's a lot different, Rick, than what we saw with him and Anders, because Anders was letting those punches fly, and it was a stand-up. Now it's going to the ground, so let's see what Sankville can do on the ground. You're absolutely right.
Well, it's where Anders opened up that cut. That's what it is.
Now, we pointed it out. You did exactly when we saw the introduction of the two. Sankville coming back strong. He's letting those punches fly, and a lot of them are connected.
Yeah, Sankville doesn't throw with a lot of power because he actually kind of shortens up his punch too much, but they're hitting, and 20 of those are better than 1 or 2 of the big ones.
I know Rick is happy they moved away from right in front of us as he's wearing that white jacket. There's a lot of blood right now. A couple of good knees there. Oh, and right there, Grant took one.
That was definitely a little bit low.
In the old family jewel. And Caine calls for the timeout. That's Michael Caine, the referee, and Grant will have 5 minutes to kind of walk this off. It's hard to walk it off when you go down to your knees, so he must have got him pretty good.
Yeah, Michael didn't call that at first because he didn't think anything hit low, and, you know, I was watching the action up top. I didn't see one of Josh's knees come in, but it could have been low because Montreal wasn't taking any crazy damage that would have caused him to be like, okay, I need to fake something. And that's that cut that Eric Anders opened up.
He opened it up on both sides of his face, and right there, Grant went to work. I wonder if that was strategy on his part, or it was just a punch that happened to hit in that right spot. But we saw Sankville wide, that cut wide open, and there's nothing they can do right now.
No,
you can't bring in the doctor to take a look at the cut. Right now, it's all about Grant. He has 5 full minutes to be able to recover to continue this fight. He is still in a lot of pain.
And Josh is going to have to be very careful. He's going to need to play a lot of defense with that face and that cut, because if he gets hit there 2 or 3 more times, that thing is going to split open.
I mean, there is blood dripping down his chin right now, bleeding profusely. In the meantime, referee Michael Caine continues to ask Grant if he's okay. He does not seem to be okay.
It doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. Oh, here, he looks a little bit better. All right, here we go.
He's going to continue, Rick. He's a gamer, but he has still got that grin on his face. He is not 100%, no doubt about it. Oh, a big kick from Sankville. He goes right up. Another one in the midsection.
Big Superman punch on Montreal. Boom! both fighters fighting with renewed energy and vigor.
Great action, and you're right about Grant. That Superman punch was right on the money. That nailed the chin of Sankville. Now the two are held up a little bit in a clinch with about a minute to go here in this round. The first round has been electrifying since the opening bell.
Guillotine attempt, he's using the cage right here. It's actually pretty deep, but he slipped out.
Sankville able to flip his head out. He's seen a little bit of everything, or maybe a lot of everything here in this opening round.
Oh, another Superman punch off the cage.
And that time, Sankville able to catch him.
Oh, he got it.
Good job, and now for ground and pound. Got that right hand free.
Oh, now he goes for the guillotine.
How tight is it?
I'll tell you what, if Montreal, it's really tight actually. Montreal's going to try
Trying to get that takedown. Oh, he's able to slip out of it as he got it down to the ground. More ground and pound from Sankville. 20 seconds to go in this action-packed first round.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is a great first round. Josh is delivering, and so is Montreal. Both fighters are not stopping for anything. Oh,
big knee, and that was an accident, and Grant took it right before the end of the first round.
Oh, that is maybe cost a point. That cost Josh a point for that round.
Yeah, Michael Caine, I say Michael Caine, I'm thinking the actor. Michael Caine, the referee, comes over. He was coming towards us, and then he went over to the judge. And I think they took a point away.
They did take a point away. I saw him coming over there taking a point away. In amateur MMA, you're not, any kind of MMA, you're not allowed to knee a downed opponent in the head.
And look, that was
an accident.
It was a complete accident because he came down in the perfect spot where Sankville accidentally had let it go. And we don't have the replay, but yes, it's absolutely an accident. But nonetheless, you can't do it, as you pointed out. It's a point taken away from Grant. Now they're working on Sankville's cuts, as Crystal Morrow's doing a fantastic job trying to do what she can. There's blood all over the place, and they're going to have to wipe that all up before they get the second round going. There you see great work from our crew, as you saw Crystal Morrow working on the cut under the eye of Josh Sankville. Again, cuts that were opened up by Eric Anders in the fight in Nashville, and now have been reopened by Montreal Grant. That was action-packed, to say the least. Who won the round?
Man, you're going to have to give that to Josh. Josh hit him with a lot more power shots and did a lot more damage. Even though Montreal did open up that big cut on him, I think Josh had gotten that round.
What do we do for an encore? Round two. Here we go. Josh the Sawmill Sankville, Montreal Black Lightning Grant in this middleweight division battle.
I'll tell you what, Montreal has taken two illegal and non-good blows in this one.
Right. He was accidentally kneed in the first round and then accidentally took the knee to the face.
Man, for just continuing after those two. Oh, big, crazy Superman punch.
Well, he missed. He jumped almost over Montreal Grant. That cut is deep, and again, you got to think Montreal Grant goes right after it once again, right, Rick?
Yeah. I agree with that totally. Great head kick for him. Nice duck by Josh. He should have came up and followed with the uppercut. He would have definitely landed. Both fighters look a little tired compared to that first round.
Without question, both fighters are tired. They let it all hang out in that first round. Good kick there by Sankville. Good lead left there by Grant.
Both fighters scoring, but they're only scoring with one hit. They need to work combo. Oh, great kick, and then the takedown.
Yeah, Grant was able to block some of that, or I should say Sankville, and then he gets it on the ground as we approach the halfway point of the second round.
Man, Sankville came with that kick, and it actually landed pretty good. Slipped a little bit, and then got a takedown from his knees. So
good lead left there by Sankville with some ground and pound, and now he's got those mitts loose a bit.
Picking his shots right now is what he's doing. Both fighters right now a little tired. They're going to get in here and I think kind of do a little bit of rest.
Now you're right about Sankville, trying to pick his spots, trying to get free. Boy, Grant did a great job. He blocked 3 in succession.
I'll tell you what though, but this fight is living up to the hype for the fight of the night so far.
Well, without question. This has been a terrific fight. Obviously, they're out of gas right now. I'm not sure what Sankville can accomplish here. Grant's just trying to hold on as we are under a minute to go in the second round. Michael Caine is on top of this. Again, if he doesn't see enough action, he'll stand the 2 up.
So Josh is still raining down, but Montreal's in a good position now. He's putting that arm up and blocking it just enough that he's not getting any damage. Big knot on the side of the left head of Montreal Grant, as you can see.
On top of his will be his left eye. Or his right eye.
Boom!
Final second round.
That one snuck in a little bit.
That one did. He blocked another one. I think Grant's done a good job blocking most of them, but again, it's the active fighter the judges are going to prefer, and Sankville was the active fighter there for that last minute and a half when it went to the ground.
You're correct on that. What Josh needs to do is he's throwing his ground and pound from the side. He needs to come straight down the pipe and hit. And Montreal needs to unleash some kicks and punches more than what he's doing on top. Kind of what he did in that first round. Sure, that knee and that kick to the groin area took a little bit out of him, but it's the third round now. He's not feeling it. He needs to let it loose and get going, get some wind back and kill it.
Well, Sankville's got to be happy with that second round because, number one, while they were standing, he didn't take any shots to that cut. It never reopened. So Crystal Morrow, again, is working on it right now. Did a great job. And Grant did a poor job in really not going after it. And then once he got to the ground, he was on top of Grant, so Grant couldn't get any shots in. So that was textbook for Sankville. It was perfect. If you're Grant now, it has to be attack that cut, right?
It's got to be attack the cut, go for a doctor stoppage, knockout. It doesn't look like he's got enough skill in jiu-jitsu to get a submission, so it's got to be one of those two.
We've had a terrific fight up to this point, and now we have a third round that will decide this one in the middleweight division. Josh Sankville at 6-4, Montreal Grant at 4-1. Round 3, here we go on V3 fights.
Both fighters tired, worn, battled, and bruised.
Without question. How much do they have in this third round? What do they have left in the tank? That's the big question.
Even Josh's shorts are ripped.
Wow.
Man, it's been through a war already. It has third round.
It has. Oh, good sidestep right there by Sankville. Able to avoid the left from Grant.
He throws those short little punches, and they're quick, and they always hit.
Remember that point that was deducted in the first round that could come back to be very big once it goes through the scorecards, if it goes through the scorecards.
Till you just reminded me, Greg, I forgot about that. In my head, I was thinking Josh had this wrapped up, but right now it's 1-1. That hit, very nice, step in front lead punch by Josh Sankville. Whoa, see the power of Josh.
I think Grant slipped a bit, and then Sankville hit him with the uppercut. But Grant's back on his feet, right in front of us.
Oh, good uppercut right there by Josh.
Yeah, good combination there.
Tell you what, Montreal's still coming in with some good knees.
Right on top of us on the side of the cage. And now the two separate.
Sankville wants to keep this standing. I think Montreal's kind of baiting him in, though. He looks like he's going to throw something big.
Well, good job by Grant. Again, I'm very impressed with the defense of Grant. He's able to sidestep another attempt from Sankville. He came in with a spinning backflip.
Montreal looks beat. He looks mentally beat right now.
Oh, he took a nice left hand. He's bleeding now from his nose.
Oh, big spinning backflip.
That time it connected. Yeah, Grant is gassed right now. Sankville is as well, but he continues to be the aggressor, and that's the key. Nice uppercut by Sankville. Minute to go. Grant tries to fight back.
I think that was Grant's last-ditch effort, that little Superman punch. He needs to take him down here and do something. I think Josh has a little bit more gas left and a little stronger right now.
Grant backs off. You can see he is out of gas. To get anything left in the fight.
He's done. I mean, he's as tired as can be. He needs to attack him. Come on.
There was some booze cascading from the audience, but I think he was trying to do a little toss and kind of walk back and then maybe throw a punch at him. I don't know. There's a kick from Grant. 28 seconds to go. Sankville tries for the takedown, and again, holding himself up was Grant, and you can't do that, so Michael Keene says, get your hand off, and there's the takedown by Sankville. And that's probably going to wrap this thing up, I would imagine. It's been a good third round for Sankville. As you said, it was probably split because of the lost point from round one by Sankville, and now I think he's had a dominating third round. Most of that, Rick, has to do with the fact that Grant was just plumb tuckered out.
Grant was so tired, and when your opponent is so tired, you could do whatever you want to them. You could hit them with kicks. You could try new things that you've seen in a Bruce Lee movie. And Josh Sankville delivered with throwing spinning back fists, keep kicks, and everything. Very impressive third round from Josh. I'm going to give that fight to him.
Yeah, I'm with you. And again, if you don't like MMA, I don't know what you're thinking, folks, because that was action-packed from the get-go. From seconds after the opening bell to the end of that fight, two warriors, two gladiators leaning on each other, doing what they had to do to try to win the fight. That was textbook MMA excitement right there.
Very awesome. I love that fight. Right now, that's definitely the fight of the night, in my opinion. Both guys laid it out there. You know, they did kind of dump the cardio a little early, but they still fought on with heart.
All right, Rick McCracken will head to the cage, and he'll talk to our winner. We'll find out in just a second what the judges think as it goes through the scorecards. Kevin Haynes, Sean McCall, and Tony Martin. Once again, I am with my partner. I think Sankville won that fight with a very strong and dominating third round. But Sankville, after the performance against Eric Anders, he really redeemed himself. Win or lose, and I think he won the fight, but win or lose, he really redeemed himself. He was taken out early by Anders. It was over in Nashville. He's worked hard to get ready for this fight, and he put on a performance. Montreal Grant showed us a lot of heart tonight, showed us a lot of terrific things. He's been training MMA for the past 3 years with guys like Matt Thomas, Clint Kilowanski, very athletic and strong. And he's 27 years of age, and he'll get better. There's no doubt. There is no doubt. He got the win over Kerry Perkins in Nashville, and we'll see what happens tonight as the scorecards are in. Who wins, Sankville or Grant? Let's find out with our own Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for these two beasts. Good God! What a slugfest. Well, here in the B3 cage at Minglewood Hall, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. The judges coming up that this one was a draw.
Wow, a draw. The judges go draw, and let's remember, a point was taken away from Sankville in the first round. That round goes to Grant. The second round, Sankville, you had to think, and the third round definitely Sankville. Let's go to Rick McCracken. He's going to talk first with Montreal Grant.
I'm here with your co-winner, Montreal Grant, and you know, in that first round there was a point taken away because you got illegally kneed in the face, so that kind of brought the fight back down, kind of gave you co-winner of the draw, man. You got hit with 2 illegal blows in that first round, but you kept going through it, man. Congratulations. You're tougher than a $2 steak, man. I tell you. How do you feel right now?
I feel like I was drunk. I worked hard, but you worked harder than I did.
Well, you look exhausted, man. I won't keep you out here long. Congratulations. Great fight, true warrior. Definitely fight of the night, both for me, man. Give it up for Montreal Grant. Here's your co-winner, Josh Sankville. I know that feels good, man. I'll tell you what, man. You came out here and you laid it on the line. Dude, that was an awesome fight. Congratulations. Thank you for entertaining us on that one. I know you put your body in harm's way. Man, what do you think after that?
Judges, y'all good job. Fans, y'all did a great job. Win, lose, draw, I thank my Lord Jesus Savior Christ. He's my Lord and Savior. All the glory goes to him either way. It ain't about me. It's about him.
I mean, you're a good sport. Other than the fight card on the judges' scorecards, you won the fight. You got to touch that point in the first round.
Montreal, I didn't mean to knee you, man. I called it, I seen it. I didn't mean to knee you in the head. I pulled the rounds over. My bad, man, my bad.
But you meant the kick in the groin?
No, my bad.
No, congratulations, man. I'm sure you guys will fight again. Who wants to see that one again? One more time, your co-winner, Josh Sankville.
Just carried Montreal Grant out of the cage and back to the locker room. His corner man, who is just huge, just carried the 196-pounder Montreal Grant. Hopefully he's okay. Very controversial. I thought that was a victory for Sankville, so did Rick McCracken, but it ends up being a draw in what possibly will be our fight of the night. We'll take a break, come back with more exciting action. You're watching V3 Fights.
Every step is harder than the last. Choose the path of the champion. Make every step count. Choose the road less traveled. Choose to be great.
It has been an incredible night, and we're barely halfway through. We hope you're enjoying the action on pay-per-view. Greg Gaston, Eli Savoy. That is my radio partner.
Come on, buddy.
That's 9 years coming out of me. My partner here on V3 Fights, Rick McCracken, and I can't wait for this one. In the lightweight division battle, here comes Matt Robinson from Cordova, Tennessee, and Premier Martial Arts. Matt Robinson comes in with a 6-1 record, Rick.
Matt Robinson, this guy, he doesn't even seem like a fighter, but I'll tell you what, he is tougher than you can believe. He's got great jiu-jitsu, purple belt or blue belt, I can't remember exactly right now.
Blue belt.
And he's a blue belt, thank you. And he's a great wrestler as well. Rod Galvin was his high school coach. Does a lot of cross-training with a bunch of different gyms, and Chad Chilcutt up at Premier Martial Art has him primed and ready to go in this one.
Yeah, huge advantage on the ground, but he's really improved on his striking. As you mentioned, the blue belt recently received that jiu-jitsu from Royce Gracie and Chad Chilcutt. Comes in at 6-1. He's just 20 years of age. Owns a V3 Fights win over Philip Price. And as you mentioned, wrestling under Rod Galvin. Rod's also worked with Trip Kano Carter, his opponent in his fight. So both have looked to Rod Galvin for improvement in their wrestling techniques. But there he is, Matt Robinson. Played several sports growing up in high school. He and some friends purchased some UFC MMA gloves and started backyard brawling on a regular basis, and that has led to his young MMA amateur career and hopefully one day a professional career. So Matt Robinson now gets set to take on one of the most popular fighters in V3, and that is Trip Kano Carter from Marion, Arkansas, and Team SWAT. which stands for Striking, Wrestling, and Technique. Also trains at the Memphis Boxing Gym. He cross-trains with Blake Snow and Wes Sharp. And as I mentioned, worked in his wrestling with Rod Galvin, the Bolton High School coach.
Well, we know what to expect with Triscano Carter. He's going to come in. He's got extremely fast hands. He has deadly pinpoint striking. He's facing a great opponent tonight. And Matt, as you can see the smile on Matt's face, he can't wait to take his fight. I was talking to Matt, and he said he's wanted this fight for years. But Trip, stand and bang, he's been working wrestling. And he's one of the most deceptive, strong fighters that you can see out there. He is so strong with that small frame.
Carter, a former two-time, two-division B3 champion. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It's brought to you by Iron Jaw Mouth Guards. Matt Robinson from Cordova, Tennessee, which is part of Memphis, 20 years of age, 5'10", 155, and a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist. Triscano Carter at 25, 5'11", 155, and a freestyle fighter hailing from just across the Mississippi in Marion, Arkansas. Carter, a fan favorite, always puts on a good show. He's making his return to 155 after losing at 145 to Cromwell Stewart. I know he was very disappointed in his performance in Nashville against Cromwell Stewart, but he ran into a little bowl of dynamite there, so he's going to try to redeem himself tonight.
Yeah, this is a redemption fight, so you're going to look for Tripp to come out, balls to the wall.
Robinson, Carter, this one should be fun. Let's go to Michael Kelly.
B3 Legion, this bout is brought to you by Iron Jaw Custom Mouth Guards. And it's set for 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Matt Thomas. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the red, white, and blue trunks. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 155 pounds. A Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter with an MMA record of 6 wins and 1 loss. Representing Premier and fighting out of Cordova, Tennessee, Matt Robinson. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the white trim. At 5 feet 11 inches, he weighed in at 155 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 12 wins and 3 losses. Representing SWAT and fighting out of Marion, Arkansas, Triscano Carter.
Did we say he's a fan favorite? Here's Matt Thomas.
Fighters to the ring. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. So for any submissions, kill it, don't let go until I let it go. Any questions? Any questions? Tap them up.
Robinson, Carter, how do you sit?
Man, this is an even fight. I'm not calling it either way on this. I'm going to take the middle ground. I'm Switzerland.
Round 1, here we go. 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Carter will look to stand and strike at will. Oh, he got caught. That was Robinson. His leg kick a little slow. Carter caught it. That one was strong.
Yeah, that was good. Whoa, good left by Robinson. Oh, great back kick. That was awesome.
Good start for Robinson. Real good start for Matt Robinson.
Well, Matt said, watch his stand-up because he's got good stand-up. I'll tell you what, this kid is delivering. Tripp is tough, and he's standing right with him.
Well, we talked about Robinson improving his striking ability standing, and he showed it right there. Carter not in a great position here, not the position he wanted to be. He wanted that standing for a while, but Robinson able to take him down.
Wow, Matt came in here and just, I think Matt, honestly, Tripp's surprised, very surprised. And Matt's forte is jiu-jitsu. So this is exactly where he wants to be right now.
Oh, he's in a great position now, Matt Robinson.
But we know how strong Tripp is.
Well, he could take a punishment. We've seen that before. He could dish out a punishment without question. Robinson, 20 years of age. Carter, 25.
Uh-oh. Oh, Tripp is very, whoa.
Got out of
it. One heck of a punch by Tripp that missed.
Carter got out of it. Carter also bleeding from his nose. Oh, Robinson caught a big right there from Carter.
Robinson's got to watch it because Tripp does have one-punch knockout power. We've seen it plenty of times.
Without question.
Great move. What he's doing is attacking Carter's ankle, and Carter can't throw a counterpunch. Tripp's out of his game right now.
Well, he's trying to figure out that insult. It is Robinson. Oh, and Robinson got caught.
Right.
Carter doesn't think he hit him there in the family jewels.
It's pretty damn close.
And Robinson went down like a ton of bricks. You got to think he got hit there.
Oh, he did. I mean, that was just a regular. If it would have been a regular leg kick, he could have made through it.
Fans chanting the name Tripp Carter. Again, he brings a lot of fans over to Mississippi when B3 fights happen here at Minglewood Hall. He brings a lot of fans from Nashville. Wherever he goes, he's a fan favorite. But Matt Robinson's been very impressive so far in this first round. Again, as we told you before, you got 5 minutes to walk it off if you get hit with a low blow, and he doesn't need more than a minute. He's back and ready to go. They touch gloves. Good sportsmanship between the two.
Wow, nice. That one snuck in there, kind of glanced off his chest and hit him in the face.
Good lead left by Robinson, and then Carter with a quick right.
Good block by Robinson. Great kick by Tripp.
Tripp didn't throw down Robinson. Oh, boy.
Nice.
He jumped on it.
Oh, my God. Came right into it. Came right into an armbar. Tripp's in big trouble.
Is he able to get out of it? I don't know. Robinson trying to put him away. Carter, the slam.
He's in big trouble now. Oh!
It's over. It is over.
What jiu-jitsu skill by Matt Robinson.
Matt Thomas stopped the fight. I thought Carter got out of it the first time, and then Robinson got him the second time. What a performance! And then a backflip, not quite completed by Matt Thomas, but he was extremely impressive.
He just shocked the V3 crowd. Great win by Matt Robinson. What it is Tripp came in there blindly with that monster punch and had his arm so extended. He went right into that armbar that Matt slipped him right in. I mean, he went right into it.
Exactly. And it was so quick that Carter lashed out at Robinson on the ground, but even quicker was Robinson's response.
Oh, man. It was almost like he planned that to happen. That was a very impressive jiu-jitsu armbar by Matt, and he had that thing as tight. I think Tripp's a little hurt.
Matt Robinson, as Rick makes his way inside the cage, with an absolutely impressive victory at 20 years of age. He improves to 7-1. And I'm telling you, folks, look out for this kid. Matt Robinson is a name to look out for. In the meantime, I know a very disappointing defeat for Tripp Kano Carter, who falls to 12-4. He thought he had an opening there to get some ground and pound, and then, boy, Robinson got the arm bar, and he did it in such a quick fashion. Before you knew it, it was over. Let's get the time with Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the B3 cage of Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 2 minutes, 42 seconds into round number 1. Referee Matt Thomas calls a halt to the bout due to verbal tap out via an armbar, declaring your winner, Matt Robinson!
The pride of premier martial arts, Matt Robinson gets the win over Tripp Carter. A little pose for the camera and a few words with our Rick McCracken.
Your winner, Matt Robinson, give it up. You told me, watch out for your stand-up, did you not?
Yes, sir.
Man, you definitely took Tripp right out of his game. He didn't realize you had that stand-up. You hit him with a couple big shots, and man, he didn't know what to do.
No, man, that's what happens when a street fighter meets a martial artist. I love Tripp to death. I've talked to him in a private setting. He's a great guy, but you gotta have a ground game if you want to step in the cage, bar none.
Man, you hit him with a couple of good shots, couple of good kicks. He hit you too. He caught one of those kicks and he drilled you and kind of woke you up there.
Yeah, well, I tested my chin. Nobody's done it yet, but now I know I can take a punch, so here we go.
Awesome. You tell you what, man, that was a great move right there. You hit him and hit the ground, and then he came flying in with that punch, and you set up that arm bar, and it was over. Man, that was as deep as it got. What kind of arm bar was that?
Man, if you ask anybody that trains with me, half my submissions, they ain't got a name. They just happen. I grab something, put it in a weird position, and push on it till they quit.
The Matt Robinson special, folks. And that's what she said. Congratulations one more time on your win, Matt Robinson. I believe you got a title fight coming up, man.
Oh, really? All right.
Hey, it seems you're in the way. Once again, crowd, your winner, Matt Robinson.
Rick let the cat out of the bag. Matt Robinson soon will be fighting for a V3 title. And again, folks, that's the name to keep an eye on. Matt Robinson improving to 7-1. We'll take a short break, come back with more action. From Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee, you are watching V3 Fights.
All right, V3 Fight fans, we are taking an intermission right now, a 10-minute intermission. Make sure to go get some good Budweiser products. Make sure to hit the merchandise stand, the V3 merchandise stand especially, and go check out my friends over at Beast Fighting. They have some great deals for you. do not forget to go to the B3 merchandise stand. We got it all for you. Hoodie, hats, t-shirts, you name it. Go check it out. B3 Fights merchandise stand. Don't forget, fight fans, immediately following the fight, it's all going down at Club 152 inside Shadow. That is the official B3 after party.
Fireworks galore tonight at Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee. Another edition of B3 Fight. So glad you're able to be with us, enjoying it on pay-per-view. Greg Gaston and my partner Rick McCracken, who's now made his way inside the cage. We have a presentation by President of V3 Fights, Nick Harmeyer. A couple of interim titles are going to be handed out today. We had a couple of situations, one involving Jeremiah Trundle and his fight with Brian Meeks. There was a family emergency for Meeks, and Trundle will be awarded the interim V3 heavyweight title. And then also Zombie Hill, Tyler Hill, owns the championship V3 lightweight division title. He was unable to fight tonight because he lost 30 pounds, was rushed to the hospital, dehydration, will not fight Jaleel Willis. Jaleel Willis now will be presented the V3 interim lightweight division championship belt.
Tell you what, Jaleel was fighting for the title tonight. He was the main event, and his opponent last night had kidney failure, and he was at the med all night. Unfortunately, you know, Tyler pulled Hill, he's better now. So, man, sometimes these things happen in MMA, and in amateur MMA, we value the safety of our fighters more than anything. But you made the weight cut, and you were ready to fight, so we are awarding you with the V3 interim title. Congratulations on that. Probably not the outcome you wanted to win it in, but definitely the easiest fight you've ever had.
Yeah, man. I hope Tyler get better. You know, I apologize to all my fans and everything. You know what I mean? It just happened like that sometime, and Tyler gonna be better, and we gonna fight again, and we gonna keep it going. You know what I mean? But you know, I've been training hard for this title, man, and to be honest with you, I feel that's pretty messed up if I would have came and if I wouldn't get that title, you know, so I came out here, you know what I mean, and like I said, I hope he get better, man. He gonna be cool.
Well, congratulations on that exciting win. We can't wait to see you back in the V3 cage, Jaleel. Now on my other hand, we've been in this team before, haven't we, my friend?
Yeah, many times, many times.
Well, his opponent had to pull out for unforeseen circumstances tonight as well. Very sorry about that. I know you went through an intense training camp for this one. I'd like to apologize for all of Jeremiah's fans. I know they come out and support V3 all the time. We're going to award you with the heavyweight title. What do you have to say, G?
I just want to thank all my fans for coming out, man. I put in a tough camp. We got the best team around. We got 5 titles on the line. And people, you know, stuff happens. I hope dude's mom's okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And I just want to get back in the fight.
Well, we'll get it going. We'll get it going. Again, we apologize, and good sportsmanship is what V3 is all about. Thank you very much, your returning champion, Jeremiah Trundle.
Thank you very much, Rick. And there you see Jeremiah Trundle. He's a fan favorite of V3 Fights. Like he said, he just wants to get back inside the cage and fight. And there's Jaleel Willis. They both are awarded interim belts tonight, but they want the whole kit and caboodle. So more than likely, Trundle will face the V3 heavyweight champion, Jason Ostrowski. I don't know that for a fact that that'll be on our next card, but there is that strong possibility that that will happen. Not sure what will happen with Brian Meeks. Again, had to pull out because of a family emergency. And Willis and Tyler Hill, don't know if that will happen. Good chance it will. Hill, again, had to lose 30 pounds to fight Willis for the V3 Lightweight Division Championship. Dehydration, spent the night and most of the day today in the hospital. So there you go. That's what Rick had to do out there inside the cage. And now, Adam the Rogue Osborne is making his way through Minglewood Hall and eventually into the cage. This is the V3 Welterweight Division Championship. The title became vacant after P.J. Bonner, the former champion turned professional. Osborne getting set to meet Justin Edwards. Adam Osborne from Floral, Arkansas, fighting for the Gracie Barra Club. Also a full-time student at Arkansas State, so while he's doing his studies, Rick, he's also been working MMA and doing a great job. He comes in with a perfect 4-0 record.
Adam Osborne, man, this guy can he can launch some opponents, man. He got some serious miles in the last fight. Definitely comes with big slams, good wrestling, very good wrestling. Super strong. This guy benches a small Volkswagen. So, you know, we're going to look for him to just come and get in there, tie up, take him down, pound him, and try to submit him.
Yes, first 3 wins all came by rear naked choke. High-end blue belt who's been training BJJ and Muay Thai for nearly 5 years. Adam the Rogue Osborne. He is coming off a dominating win over Frankie Shugart in his V3 debut in April. Also a former state grappling champion from Arkansas and great cardio. Adam the Rogue Osborne, and now he awaits his opponent as the music changes, the lights dim, and get ready to meet from Memphis, Tennessee. The hometown boy, Justin Edwards, out of Memphis BJJ, coached by Dave Ferguson. His Muay Thai coach, Jason McDonald, all the fine folks at BJJ, trains with Jaleel Willis, Brian Hall, Adam Denton, etc. He is a southpaw, and he is also a perfect 4-0. He's Justin Edwards.
I'll tell you what, Justin Edwards impressed me last fight. This man is silky smooth. He's got great technique. Looking at him, he doesn't look like much of a fighter. He's got hair like me a little bit, kind of dapper. You know, he comes in there looking all smooth and ready to go. Got the scruff on. I'll tell you what, but he throws down like he knows what he's doing out there.
Did Rick McCracken just say kind of dapper like himself?
I don't know, I kind of slipped that in there, didn't I?
This fight is brought to you by Ink Tattoo. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Osborne and Edwards. Osborne again from Floral, Arkansas, 23 years of age, 5'9", 169. BJJ and boxing is expertise. Meanwhile, for Edwards from Memphis, 25 years of age, 6'3", and 169. He is a freestyle fighter. Osborne and Edwards, this one should prove to be very, very, very explosive. Let's get ready. Let's get the formal introduction of the two fighters with our own Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this championship bout is brought to you by Inked, and it's set for 3 3-minute rounds for the vacant V3 welterweight title. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Michael Kane. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with camo trim. At 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 169 pounds. A boxer with an MMA record that is perfect. 4 wins, no losses. Representing Gracie Baja and fighting out of Floral, Alabama, Adam the Rogue Osborne. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the red and white trim. At 6'3", he weighed in at 169 pounds. A freestyle fighter, also with a perfect MMA record. 4 wins, no losses. Representing Memphis BJJ and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Justin Edwards.
Third man in the cage is referee Michael Kane.
All right, guys, this is for the title. You got your instructions during the rules meeting. We expect nothing less than a hard, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Any questions? Touch gloves. Go back to your corner.
Rick, huge height and reach advantage for Edwards, but Osborne has the strength.
Power versus finesse. We're going to see the age-old battle right here.
Edwards says he's comfortable standing or on the ground. Let's see what happens. Round 1, here we go in the V3 Welterweight Division Championship.
Justin Edwards always comes out with that jab working. He's really good, throws it out there a lot. It's got good distance, and it keeps the opponents away.
Caught a left from Osborne as he walked right into the punch. Again, Edwards a southpaw. We'll see if that poses any problems for Osborne.
The whole game plan for Adam Osborne is to get inside, so he's going to have to figure out how to get inside on this tall, lanky, fast fighter.
Yeah, we talked about it throughout the night. You're going to take a little punishment, but you have to get the guy down. That's probably what Osborne wants to do. Last 3 wins, or first 3 wins of his 4 rear naked chokes. Oh, he caught a left right there from Edwards. He snuck it right in between the gloves.
I'll tell you what, he's going to take some punches. He's going to take some serious punches, and he got in on a double right here, and he's going to put him up.
That's a long, lanky body that Osborne's trying to get to the ground, and finally does. Almost a soft throw down, but he does get it to the ground where he wanted to get it to.
I'll tell you, and on the ground right now, I'm looking at it. Justin Edwards is no slouch. He
Not
is
at all.
Definitely very comfortable right there. He's setting up in a good position. As you can see, his body is turned towards Adam Osborne, and he's getting a sweep right now. He's kind of switching position. He comes up on his back.
Edwards, an impressive win over Rudy Mclofflin. He made his V3 debut same day as Adam Osborne. And Osborne could be in a bit of trouble here.
Rear naked choke right now. What Adam Osborne needs to do is take that left hand, put it on Justin Edwards' right glove, and take his right arm. And, well, he's out, so I don't need to keep going.
Now a little ground and pound from his back. That's Justin Edwards. And Osborne tries to get a couple of knees or a couple of elbows to the knee of Edwards.
I can't see that left leg. I think it's free on Adam Osborne, but he could turn right into Justin Edwards if he turns it to the right real quick.
Now Osborne's taking a little bit of punishment here from Edwards, who's letting it fly, and his long, lanky arms, and he's able to score. Under a minute to go in this first round. Osborne was able to get out of that first rear naked choke attempt.
Looks like he's about to get another rear naked choke. And he's throwing some reverse ground and pound as well.
Yeah, we talked about the rear naked choke victories for Osborne. Now he's getting a little bit of his own medicine here against the tactician Justin Edwards.
Yes, he is. Never fun to be put in that move.
Osborne is having a real tough time trying to figure out how to get out of this mess, although only 20 seconds to go in the first round.
Justin Edwards has a great body lock on him. What that does is that totally immobilizes Osborne. Osborne is stuck in that position. He's going to be stuck there for the rest of the round.
Final seconds of the first round, as we mentioned, Edwards very comfortable standing up or on the ground, and he showed it here in this first round. Good ground and pound to wrap up the first round. Very impressive for Justin Edwards in his battle with Adam Osborne for the V3 Welterweight Division Championship.
Not a lot of action in that first round because kind of went to the ground, not how they wanted it. We were looking for a big slam, it didn't come. Kind of just fell to the ground, and it's in a position where there's not a lot of action happening. And Adam Osborne did a great job of defense. So, and Justin they kind of neutralized each other. So it's such a hard round, not much action at all.
Well, Osborne is talking with his corner man, and there you see Justin Edwards, and he's very, very confident. Jason McDonald and the fine folks over at Memphis BJJ. But if we can get a shot of Adam Osborne, he's going over strategy with his corner about what to do against this long, lanky guy. He tried to take it down. He did take it down, and then it backfired on him. Again, here's a guy who's won 3 by rear naked choke. So now what's going through his mind is strategy. What do I do? How do I get in? Where can I do the most damage against this tall, lanky, talented Justin Edwards?
Yeah, he's not going to be able to just go out there and fight. He's going to have a game plan right here.
Round 2, here we go. Again, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Who won the first round in your opinion?
In my opinion, it would have been Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards landed a lot more punches and did a lot more damage.
The judges, Kevin Haynes, Sean McCall, Tony Martin for this battle. The wheels are spinning right now in the mind of Osborne, trying to figure out what to do with this guy. Has the reach, has the height advantage. And again, he's a southpaw. You throw that in the mix as well.
Yeah, a lot of different obstacles and hurdles for Adam Osborne to overcome. And, Justin Edwards looks really calm out there, and he is just kind of doing what he wants right now.
You're Osborne, you also have to gauge how far you need to be distanced away from Edwards, because how far can he reach you with those punches and with kicks?
Exactly. Right now, he's a bit of a guillotine right now. So if he does pick him up and slam him, he could be in a little bit of trouble right now. So that's going through his head as well. Do I go for the takedown? Do I pull out, throw a punch, or what?
Right. Edwards he turned a situation where he may have been slammed down into an offensive situation where he was trying to.
God, he's strong.
There's a takedown, but again, not much behind it. Edwards really a tactician with a capital T.
Yeah, Adam Osborne is super strong. As you can see right there, he just lifted Justin Edwards up and put him right down.
Yeah, Freudian slip by you were thinking the former champion, P.J. Bonner, turned pro and gave up the belt. Therefore, we have this V3 welterweight division title fight tonight between Osborne and Edwards.
Great move by Adam Osborne there to keep Justin Edwards back on his back. Little hammer fist.
Yeah.
Don't do much, but they make you forget what you're doing.
Right. Not much pop, but again, they could be a nuisance without question.
Absolutely.
Under a minute to go in the second round, and Michael Caine's going to stand him up. It's the first time we've seen that tonight. You're a little surprised?
I'm a little surprised at that. That was, they weren't really stalemated or held up, but, Michael saw that.
Oh! Big kick by Osborne. Right into the jaw, and then coming right back was Edwards with a left.
That woke up a monster, I think. Woke up a sleeping monster.
Osborne, or Edwards rather, has a nice left.
He does. He's got really crisp punches, and Adam Osborne doesn't have crisp punches. Justin Edwards is really good strikes.
Yeah, there's another left hook. That reach has really been an advantage for Edwards. Leg kick there from Osborne. Not a lot of pop behind it. Closing in on the final. Oh, nice combination.
Big left.
Yes, he led with the right. Got him back on his heels and connected with the left. Osborne gets a punch in here in the final seconds. Tries to get a takedown, but we are going to go to a third and decisive round. Edwards with some big punches there in the final 30 seconds.
After Osborne got hit with that punch, he kind of let Edwards know that it didn't hurt. Stuck his tongue out, put his head right out, kind of baited him. So definitely a cool little fight so far. I'm enjoying it. Not a lot of action, but just enough to keep everybody kind of guessing on what's going to happen.
Well, you would have to think it's Edwards' fight right now, so let's talk strategy for both. You're Osborne. You've seen this long, lanky guy. You've tried to take him down a couple of times. What do you do?
He's going to have to get him closer to the cage. What I've noticed is he's doing his takedowns right in the middle of the cage. So Justin Edwards has all this space to backpedal and kind of push him off. So that's the main reason. He needs to close the difference on the cage, use that cage, get him against there quicker, and not eat as many coming in.
How about Edwards? Obviously he has the ability with that reach to keep Osborne at bay, and even if Osborne attacks, he should be able to get a couple of shots in. What is his strategy? Would he rather just keep it up for 3 minutes on their feet and just connect with punches?
I think Justin needs to unleash more punches because he's gotten taken down every time he's thrown a kick, and that's kind of his Achilles heel right now. If he just lets go with the hands and just kind of drills him with him, I think he could put Adam down.
The B3 welterweight division title on the line. Round 3. Here we go. Edwards, the taller of the two, fighting out of Memphis, BJJ. Osborne, Gracie Barra, is a Floral, Arkansas native. Starts it off with the leg kick.
Either Justin is extremely tired or one of his legs is hurt because he's kind of got a wobble when he steps down. If Adam has a good third round, he can steal this fight, I think.
Good lead left by Edwards.
I think that glanced off just a little bit. It wasn't a full hit, but, definitely scores.
But you have to counter. I mean, Edwards leaves that left out there, and you got the whole body you can come back with, and Osborne's not countering whatsoever. Right hand jab, remember, he's a left-hander, a southpaw. Osborne kind of slapping at him a little bit.
Yeah, you can tell Adam Osborne is a straight ground fighter. He wants to get inside, power you down, slam you, and submit you out.
Look at those eyes by Osborne.
Oh, yeah, he lights up right when he charges in like a bull.
My gosh, it's just kind of mesmerizing. Now they go to the ground.
Good takedown. He just ripped his base out. Oh, whoa!
Fists.
Those were vicious.
They were. He's a strong kid, no question. 23 years of age, Osborne. 25 is Edwards. Approaching the halfway point of this third round.
Adam Osborne needs to break him back down like he just did. Straighten that leg out and try to get a more dominant position right now. Justin Edwards looks a little bit tired right there. He needs to definitely try to negate any offense that Adam Osborne comes up with here.
Got his hands free a little bit, a little more ground and pound here in this third round.
I'll be honest, Adam Osborne punches harder from the ground than he does standing.
Look at these punches.
Would you agree with me on this?
Absolutely. I mean, think about it. He didn't really have much leverage, but they were coming in pretty strong.
Oh, he almost had a nice guillotine. Oh! He went up and got it. Bad move.
Now, Caine says, that's Michael Caine, the referee, get your hands off the cage. Justin Edwards had his hands on the cage for leverage. He tries a little hammer fist right there.
Now, Justin's try attempt at the guillotine.
40 seconds to go in this one.
Now what Adam Osborne needs to do is take his right leg, step on the outside right side of Justin Edwards, lift him up and slam him. When he slams him down, his head will be still in the guillotine, but he'll be on the right side. So Justin Edwards won't be able to put any pressure on him.
There's only 20 seconds to go in the round. What's his cardio like? Doesn't have the strength to be able to pick up and slam Edwards.
I think he's going to get a takedown.
He's trying. 10 seconds to go in this one. The V3 welterweight division championship is on the line. And time not on the side of Adam Osborne. There's the slam right before the buzzer. So that third round was pretty impressive for Osborne, but I don't know if he had enough.
That's a great round. It all comes down to that second round. I give the first round to Edwards. I gave the third round to Osborne. But that second round was so close, it's very hard to call. We'll see what the judges have to say.
All right, Rick Bracken will head to the cage, go inside, talk to our winner and our new V3 welterweight division champion, whether it be Adam Osborne, the Rogue, or Justin Edwards. Again, it's in the hands of Kevin Haynes, Sean McCall, and Tony Martin, our judges. Very impressive fight. Good, smart fighters. Tacticians, if you will. Tacticianists. Justin Edwards coming off that very impressive win over Rudy Mclofflin. Adam Osborne, as I mentioned a couple of times, his first 3 wins all came by rear naked choke. Both 4-0. Somebody is going to be losing for the very first time. Meanwhile, the winner not only stays undefeated, but is going to pick up a shiny new belt. The welterweight title becoming open after PJ Bonner announced he was turning pro, the former V3 welterweight division champion. Still waiting for the judges' scorecards to come in. Hope you're enjoying the action here on V3 Fights. Englewood Hall in Midtown, Memphis, Tennessee. There's a great shot of Adam Osborne from our crew, who's done a great job giving you some terrific video. And he thinks he's won this fight. Now, Edwards a little more subdued, but he's got to feel very confident in what he did as well. The two fighters brought to the center of the cage, and now we go to Mike Kelly for the decision.
V3 Legion, let's hear it for both these warriors. What a fight! Well, here in the V3 cage at Mingwood Hall, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. The judges scoring this one for your winner by split decision, and the new V3 welterweight champion, Justin Edwards!
And this one plays out exactly the way we thought. A split decision win for Justin Edwards, your new V3 welterweight division champion. Nick Harmeyer, the president of V3 Fights, placing the belt around the waist of Justin Edwards. Good sportsmanship between he and Osborne. And now Rick McCracken gets a few words from our winner, Justin Edwards.
I'm here with your new champion, welterweight champion, Justin Edwards, man. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm too worn out. Too tired to talk.
I'll tell you what, man, you got some pinpoint striking. Those jabs were picking him apart in that first and second round, and that's what won it for you. How was that cardio in the third round, man? You looked a little gassed.
I was gassed. He's just a big, strong guy. I could barely grab him.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had good jiu-jitsu kind of holding him off. You hit him. You scored points, and now you're the new V3 champion. Congratulations. Great job. Anything you want to say to the fans out there?
I want to thank y'all for coming out. You know, my gym, Memphis Judo Jiu-Jitsu, my coaches, my training partners, all my friends and family. I want to thank my sponsor, FightSwag, for this fight. And I want to thank my girlfriend for being my biggest fan.
Well, again, congratulations. Your winner, a new V3 welterweight champion, Justin Edwards.
Well, don't go anywhere. The V3 Featherweight Division Championship is on the line next when we return to Minglewood Hall. You are watching V3 Fights. Another belt about to be handed out. It's the B3 Featherweight Division Championship. Here comes Jesse Sanderson, who's going to face Adam Denton in this battle. The B3 Featherweight Division title becoming vacant after T.J. Brown, the former champion turned professional. Sanderson from Wynn, Arkansas, and fighting out of the House MMA. Tell us about Jesse Sanderson, Rick.
Jesse Sanders, great young wrestler. He's got good experience with jiu-jitsu. He's a fighter from Wynn, Arkansas. He trains under Burge Franks, who everybody knows who he is, his former coach at Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu. Super tough, monster fighter. Little guy, but man, he gets in there and he definitely puts on a show for everybody.
And Sanderson steps in for Zach Hicks, who was originally set to fight Adam Denton, but he got hurt. Sanderson making his B3 debut. He'll stand, he'll wrestle, he'll grapple. He's solid everywhere. He's Jesse Sanderson, 4-0, the 21-year-old from Wynn, Arkansas, about 40 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. Now he'll make his way up the steps and inside the B3 cage. Jesse Sanderson. 21 years of age, as I mentioned, and now will face the 24-year-old Adam Denton with the B3 Featherweight crown on the line. So we'll dim the lights here in the house at Minglewood Hall and change the music up a little bit as we get ready to meet Adam Denton, who we've seen before. Dave Ferguson, his coach at Memphis BJJ, calls him the most blue-collar guy he knows. Great Muay Thai, excellent wrestling skills. Adam Denton.
Adam Denton, man, this guy can throw it down. He's got great wrestling, he's got great jiu-jitsu, but his stand-up is what makes him the money. He's got great kicks, he's really flashy, but he could do everything in the cage that anyone can do.
7-0 Adam Denton as we take a look at the tail of the tape. It's brought to you by El Porton Restaurant. Sanderson again from Wynn, Arkansas, 21 years of age, 5'9", 144. He's a wrestler. Denton at 24, 5'10", 143. The pride of Memphis, Tennessee, a Muay Thai fighter. Sanderson, Denton for the B3 Featherweight Championship. Here's Michael Kelly. Now let's not go to Michael yet because I've jumped ahead a little bit.
Quick on the draw, Greg Gaston.
I saw Michael ready to go, but Adam hadn't even reached the cage. There he is, and he gives a thumbs up to his opponent, Jesse Sanderson, as he makes his way inside the cage. Now, you see Michael Cain, who'll be the third man in the cage, giving him a couple of words. And now, we go to Michael Kelly.
B3 Legion, this championship bout is brought to you by El Porton, and it's set for 3 3-minute rounds for the vacant B3 Featherweight title. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Michael Cain. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He was the black trunks with white trim. At 5 feet 9 inches, he weighed in at 144 pounds. A wrestler with a perfect MMA record of 4 wins and no losses. Representing the House MMA and fighting out of Wynn, Arkansas, Jesse Sanderson. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the gray and red trim. At 5 feet 10 inches, he weighed in at 143 pounds. A Muay Thai fighter, also with a perfect MMA record, 7 wins, no losses. Representing Memphis BJJ and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Adam Denton.
Thank you very much, Michael Kelly. Now Michael Cain will gather the two for final instructions.
All right, guys, this is for the belt. You got your instructions during the rules meeting. We expect nothing less than a hard, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Any questions? Touch them up.
Sanderson, coached by Burge Franks at the House MMA. Franks, formerly of Memphis BJJ, with Dave Ferguson, who coaches Denton, along with Jason McDonald, his Muay Thai coach. Round 1, here we go. B3 Featherweight Division Championship.
Tell you what, he came in there pretty fast versus Adam. I don't know if you want to do that.
And he's taking a little bit of punishment. Nice knee by Denton. Sanderson was down to his knees, now he's back up. Another strong knee for Denton.
I don't don't know Jesse Sanderson that well, but I know Adam Denton, and Adam Denton is tough. He's going to give everything.
Oh, big last.
It's over.
Denton all over Sanderson, hammering away right now.
Sanderson is going to have to gain his composure, get a leg, and try to get a takedown.
Now, the only thing about these punches is most of them have missed. The leg kicks have not. Denton, oh, that time he connected. And another one, a strong right. Michael Caine right on top of this.
Yeah, Michael lets it go, and he doesn't stop it unless he knows this fight is over. And right now, Jesse's got a lot more fight in him.
Well, again, a lot of those punches were off the mark.
Yeah, they were.
But Denton's been nonstop. Non-stop. Sanderson came right out at him, as you mentioned, and Denton has unleashed a lot of punishment. Now they're both back to their feet. Let's see if Sanderson can settle down.
Tell you what, he's a little wobbly.
Oh, he got caught with a big combination, and then a knee, and a big overhand left. Wow, Denton just missed with the uppercut, or it could have been over.
I'll tell you what, Denton needs to set this up with 2 leg kicks and a head kick, and it'll be over.
Sanderson finally snuck in a right. Sanderson takes a leg kick to the face. He blocked that second one. Oh, another right by Denton.
Denton's put on a nice striking clinic here. Absolutely pinpoint. He's so accurate with his strikes. Now he's going to Muay Thai knee him and just hammer him.
Yeah, Sanderson with a couple of knees that really didn't have much pop behind him. That one did, but boy, everything at Denton is connected.
Oh, Sanderson is just
powerful.
getting beat up.
Oh, my God! No way! That goes down!
That could be!
Wow! Out of nowhere, that right. Now Denton's holding on for dear life with under a minute to go in the fourth round.
You gotta love that. Greg Gaston, you gotta love this sport of MMA. Adam Denton is in huge trouble right now. He doesn't know where he is.
It could turn
He gave
around
up his
just
back.
like that, Rick. It could turn around just like that. 40 seconds to go in the first round. A rear naked attempt here by Sanderson.
Oh, it's almost in. This could be one of the biggest upsets in V3.
Sanderson looking at the referee, Michael Caine. Unbelievable. It was a domination by Adam Denton and a right that came out of nowhere by Sanderson, which laid out Denton, and then the rear naked choke. Absolutely incredible.
Pandemonium here at Minglewood Hall. That was awesome. Cannot believe Jesse Sanderson. I ate all my words.
Jesse Sanderson goes to 5-0. He is your new V3 featherweight division champion. Adam Denton loses for the first time as he falls to 7-1, and that's why you never say a fight is over, because anything can happen in a split second.
Oh, you are right, man. That was great.
Rick McCracken will head to the cage. Let's get the official time of the TKO. Here's Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 2 minutes, 36 seconds in round number 1. Referee Michael Caine calls a halt to the bout due to strikes and also a tap out via rear naked choke, declaring your winner and new V3 featherweight champion, Jesse Sanderson.
Yeah, officially, it was the rear naked choke that ended it. It was that punch, though, that stymied Denton and really put him in another world. And Sanderson seized the moment. Now, a few words with our new V3 featherweight champion, Rick McCracken, and Jesse Sanderson.
Your new champion, Jesse Sanderson. All right, I'll eat my words. I am in disbelief. Where the hell did that right come from, man? That dragged him.
I'll have to watch the tape. I don't know.
Oh, man. Well, okay, you hit him with a right, and he went down.
I'm happy.
I'll tell you what, man, you hit him with a right. You took some serious punishment before that. I was calling it, and I was like, this kid is not going to last it. He's taking some serious punishment. You weathered that storm like it was nothing, though.
We knew that's what we had to do. He was a good striker. And we had to do that night. I got hurt a couple times, but...
Whew. Do you know where you are?
Yes, Minglewood Hall.
Well, it's right there, so that was an easy one. Congratulations. I'm not going to keep you. Who do you want to thank, man?
I'd like to thank the House MMA Academy and Game Changers Clothing. And my mom, she flew down from Michigan, and all my friends and family.
Well, I know she was jumping out of the seat because I was and half the crowd was. Congratulations, one of the biggest upsets in V3 history. Your new champion, Jesse Sanderson.
And I have a feeling this kid is going to be a fan favorite. It's easy to really put a nice big liking on this young man, the new champion for V3 fights in the featherweight division. How impressive and how shocking was that? We'll take a break. When we come back, the ladies take center stage. You're watching V3 Fights.
You have a choice to work harder, to be stronger. Choose to be the best. Work the hardest. Be the strongest. It will not be easy. It will be painful. Choose to persevere. Choose to win. Choose to be great.
I didn't want to sound gay, so I was about to say, I can see why you could fall in love with this kid. I said, why you could put a nice liking to this kid, because he's just, he looks like he's...
Artist who tattooed.
Yeah. Culture, music, homie, don't you confirm? Yeah. Hey, this that culture too. I'm Joe Garden. Born for the show, half a big 12 black goose, quarter pound.
And now it's time for the ladies to take center stage here at Minglewood Hall. It's the V3 Women's Bantamweight Division Championship as Sharvonda Jordan makes her way through the crowd, and she's going to take on Jamie Lil Cannon Milanowski. And a clear-cut underdog is Sharvonda Jordan from Memphis, Tennessee, and Ronin MMA. But she is a gamer. She says, bring it on. Let me go up against this Milanowski. And Chip Baldine, her coach, does a great job with her. Sharvonda Jordan and Jamie Milanowski, and this title is open because Hannah Rogers, who we saw fight in Nashville, Rick, as you know, won the title, but was unable to keep it because she didn't make weight, thus the vacant V3 Women's Bantamweight Division Championship.
It's vacant, and this lady is going for it. Sharvonda Jordan, girlfriend of Carlton Little, and trains with him, so I definitely wouldn't want to get in the middle of those two during an argument. But she's got great stand-up. She's very much taller, I'd say almost 8 inches, 6 inches taller than her opponent, so she's going to have what seems to be a good advantage in the striking game.
Well, she is certainly committed to the sport. She travels 2 hours to train. 2 hours to train. Now, originally, this fight was supposed to be Milanowski and Amberlyn Orr for the 125-pound title, but Orr got hurt. Hopefully one day that fight will come to fruition. But nobody wanted to take the fight against this young lady until Jordan stepped up. But here comes Lil Cannon, Jamie Milanowski from Huntsville, Alabama, and AJJ American Jiu-Jitsu, coached by Jason Carley.
I'll tell you what, Jamie Milanowski, I talked to her last night at weigh-ins. This is a tiny little fireball. She's an All-American high school state wrestler. She's a jiu-jitsu, good at it. I mean, she is awesome in there. She's won Golden Gloves in 3 different states. This girl fights men, and tonight she has a larger opponent, so we're going to see how she does. I think she is going to definitely dominate this fight. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right now, Greg.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It's brought to you by the Smile Center. Jordan from Memphis is 2-1. Weighs 137 pounds at the official weigh-in yesterday. 5'9" against 6-inch height advantage, as Rick alluded to. A freestyle fighter. And Milanowski from Huntsville, Alabama. She's 22. She's 7 years the junior of her opponent, Travanda Jordan. She is 5'3", 134. She's 22 years of age, also a freestyle fighter. And there she is, Jamie Lil Cannon Milanowski. And as you said, Rick, was a senior wrestler in high school. That's with the boys, not with the girls. There's no girls wrestling. It was with the boys, and she placed 3rd in the region and 9th in the country, and won all kinds of Golden Glove titles. As you said, she is a little dynamite. They call her the Little Cannon. It's Jordan and Milanowski for the V3 Women's Bantamweight Division Championship. Let's get the formal introduction with our very own Michael Kelly.
V3 Legion, this championship bout and co-main event is brought to you by the Smile Center. And it's set for 3 3-minute rounds for the vacant V3 female bantamweight title. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Dave Ferguson. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She wears the black trunks with black top. At 5 feet 9 inches, she weighed in at 137 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record of 2 wins and 1 loss. Representing Ronin MMA and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, Travanda Jordan. And across the cage, her adversary fighting out of the red corner. She wears the black and white trunks and top. At 5 feet 3 inches, she weighed in at 134 pounds. A freestyle fighter with an MMA record that's perfect. 3 wins and no losses. Representing American Jiu-Jitsu and fighting out of Huntsville, Alabama, Jamie Little Cannon Milanowski
Will be the referee for this title fight.
All right, ladies, if you give your instructions beforehand, make sure you protect yourself at all times. Listen to all my instructions. Any questions from the blue corner? All right, go back to your corners and fight.
All right, Rick, how do you say it?
I'm going to look for Jamie Milanowski to take her down. She doesn't want to stand up and take those long, lanky kicks or punches, but I look for her to dominate on the ground.
Round 1. Here we go. Scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. V3 Women's Bantamweight Division Championship.
You got to remember, Travanda hits hard.
Well, she hit her with a left, but there's the takedown as we expected from Milanowski. And now a full mount by Milanowski. She's going to let it fly with ground and pound.
Here comes the armbar. This could be over pretty. Oh, kind of slipped out of it. Nope, that's not slipped out.
No, again, it's over. It is over in about 25 seconds. Jordan came out, he threw a punch, he connected on one, but Milanowski did exactly what you expected, Rick, took her down, and then once it got to the ground, the jiu-jitsu skills, the arm bar, there was not much Jordan could do.
Yeah, we knew this was going to happen when you had a very exceptionally gifted and talented ground fighter like Jamie Milanowski is. You know, she took 1 or 2, and they definitely hurt her, and she got in there, ducked in there, and took her straight down and subbed her.
Milanowski, very impressive in her V3 debut. She wins the title. Can't be more impressive than that. Rick will make his way inside the cage. We'll get a few words with the winner in just a few moments. But the pride of Huntsville, Alabama, and AJJ, American Jiu-Jitsu. What can you say? What else can you say? She improves the 4-0. She's strong. She lacks the height, but again, if you have that strength, that superior strength, and those skills on the ground, you're going to win an awful lot of fights. And she wins the title tonight in impressive fashion over Travanda Jordan. And as far as Jordan is concerned, again, hats off. She took the fight. Nobody else wanted it after it never materialized between Milanowski and Amberlin Orr. She did what she could, but once it got to the ground, it was advantage to Milanowski. Let's get the official time. Here's Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, here in the V3 cage at Minglewood Hall, we present the official time of 45 seconds in round number 1. Referee Dave Ferguson calls a halt to the bout due to tap out being armbar, declaring your winner as the new V3 female Little Cannon Milanowski.
Will Cannon just blasted off here in front of our V3 audience. She is the champion, and now a few words with Rick McCracken.
Congratulations, here with the winner and your new champion, Jamie Milanowski. How you feeling, Jamie?
Blessed right now. I love it.
That's it, just blessed? Well, you took a couple hits. Wow, look at those toenails. That totally just took me.
You got these are my toes.
Those actually match. Let's get back to business. You took some hits, and you definitely know she had a reach advantage and power advantage on you. And you got it right down the ground. Was the arm bar right there right away?
I had to work for it. You know, she was kind of pulling back a little bit, so I had to
Pull it back in. I heard that before tonight. But great job. Awesome. You know, you got another fight coming up. Hopefully it's against Amberlynn Orson. She had to pull out due to illness, and that's going to be an electrifying fight. Anything you want to say to Amberlynn out there?
Amberlynn, I hope you're feeling better. You know, let's get in this cage and go to work. Everybody wants to see it.
Well, that'll happen next time. Stay tuned for that one again with your champion, Jamie Milanowski.
Thank you very much, Rick, and congratulations to Jamie Milanowski. We'll take a short break, come back with our main event of the evening. You're watching V3 Fights.
Every journey begins with one step. The path you take is your choice. Choose the road to greatness. The road to victory. Every step is harder than the last. Choose the path of the champion. Make every step count. Choose the road less traveled. Choose to be great.
V3 Legion, we would like to remind everybody, all the fathers out there, happy Father's Day. Make sure you give your dad a hug. It's going to be wonderful tomorrow, but happy Father's Day from all of us at V3 Fights.
And now our main event of the evening, one that has been in the making for quite some time, the big grudge match, our V3 Flyweight Division Championship. Jesse, the Adrenaline Parker, here he comes. He is the interim V3 Flyweight Division Champion, and he'll be meeting Hunter Joffrey, who owns the belt, and now will make his first defense of the title. These two, Parker and Joffrey, former teammates, and now they don't like each other, not one bit. Very talented, both of these fighters. What can you tell us about Jesse Parker, Rick, who hails from Oakland, Tennessee, and Ronan Marshall's MMA?
Extreme dislike. That is what this fight is about. This is going to be a hyped up adrenaline fight. Jesse's Adrenaline Parker. He's going to come out all the way 100%. There was a little scuffle and fight in the cage on the interview with Jesse's win on the last V3 fight here in Minglewood Hall, and that is definitely sitting heavy on the mind of Jesse Parker right now. He wants redemption. He wants to come in, and he wants to beat his own training partner in front of all his fans and everyone here at V3.
Trained by Chip Baldine. Nathan Waits also in his corner. The interim champion. He called Hunter Joffrey's wrestling a joke. Says he can beat him anywhere the fight goes. Joffrey, who really started and instigated it, as you mentioned, you were right in the middle of it, has been quiet since. So he wants to have his MMA do his talking for him tonight.
I think his coaches kind of settled him down and had a little talk with him. But here he is, ready to go.
Hunter Joffrey from Memphis, Tennessee, and Memphis BJJ, coached by Dave Ferguson and Jason McDonald, all the guys over at Memphis BJJ. And again, this former high school wrestler from White Station High in Memphis making his first title defense.
Hunter Joffrey, man, the kid is talented, phenomenal, ultra talented, nowhere to go but up. This is going to be a great fight. Hunter's wrestling is great. He's got awesome jiu-jitsu, and he's got pretty decent cardio and stand-up. So he's a complete package. Jesse Parker's a complete package. This should be a great fight for the main event.
Time now for our Tale of the Tape, brought to you by Surgical Solutions. Parker from Oakland, Tennessee, a suburb of Memphis. 24 years of age, 5'5", 124, a jiu-jitsu fighter. He's 12-4. And as you saw, Joffrey just 19 years of age, 5'5", 127. He's a wrestler from Memphis. They know each other very well. They're former teammates. He is undefeated at 4-0. Parker, Joffrey, our main event for the V3 Unified Flyweight Division Championship. The big grudge match. Michael Kelly has the formal introduction of our two gladiators.
V3 Legion, this main event and championship bout is brought to you by Surgical Solutions. And it's set for 3-minute rounds to unify the V3 Flyweight title. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action, the third man in the cage, will be Matt Thomas. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He wears the black trunks with the red, white, and blue trim. At 5 feet 5 inches, he weighed in at 125 pounds. A jiu-jitsu fighter with an MMA record of 12 wins and 4 losses. Representing Ronin Martial Arts. And fighting out of Oakland, Tennessee, he is the current V3 interim flyweight champion, Jesse the Adrenaline Parker. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. He wears the black trunks with the gray trim. At 5 feet 5 inches, he weighed in at 127 pounds. A wrestler with a perfect MMA record, 4 wins, no losses. Representing Memphis BJJ and fighting out of Memphis, Tennessee, he is the reigning V3 Flyweight Champion, Hunter Joffrey.
Thank you very much, Michael Kelly. Matt Thomas, third man in the cage.
Fighters to the middle. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the back. This is for the championship fight. Any questions from the blue corner? Any questions for the red corner? Tap them up. Go to your corners.
Gloves, as you would suspect. Kevin Haynes, Sean McCall, Tony Martin, your judges, timekeepers, Jim Harmeyer, ISKA supervisor, Anthony Manus. Round 1. Here we go. Scheduled for 3-minute rounds.
Oh.
And Joffrey's leg attack caught there by Parker, and then a nice knee by Joffrey. Another one.
Man, Joffrey is just coming out like a bull. Those knees are connecting.
Oh, that one got him low. That one absolutely got him low. You saw Parker trying to protect himself. He moves his knee up, and Joffrey, he's arguing with Matt Thomas. He doesn't think he got him low, but absolutely. And Thomas now is going to come over and tell Joffrey.
And that definitely hit right on the money, but Jesse moved his leg
right, that's
to block it, and that created that angle.
Exactly.
that
Exactly.
Hunter did not do that on purpose.
Oh, no, he wasn't coming in to try to do that. He moved his knee. That's the point I was trying to make, and you ultimately put it that way where if you move your knee to protect, the angle coming from your opponent is going to be different, and that's what happened. And it looks like Parker's going to be okay, but Thomas made sure, look, again, he has to move Joffrey over into his corner. And again, it's really not corner, we're talking about a cage.
There's a little bit of corner there.
But Joffrey is so jacked up right now. I wonder if that can play against him. He is really fired up.
Oh, yeah, I like a kid spirit.
And they call Parker the adrenaline. Right now, Joffrey's got that adrenaline flying.
Tell you what, his stand-up looks good.
It really does. Parker connected with the left. He wants a takedown here, and he has Joffrey. Oh, boy.
Almost.
Nice.
Joffrey's so strong in his wrestling.
He did a great job preventing himself from really going down on all fours. Here's a good takedown. Oh, and a great reversal by Joffrey.
Yeah, you can see the wrestling skills that Hunter has.
Now he has Parker's back looking for a rear naked choke.
Parker seems just a little overmatched right now with the strength and quickness of Hunter Joffrey.
Not only, you mentioned the quickness. The strength, yes. The quickness, unbelievable. That was so quick, the reversal. And he got his back. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the opening round.
Going for a body lock. Almost got it. Oh, he doesn't have it.
Joffrey, a teammate of Jaleel Willis, has really worked a lot on his cardio, which is questionable against Chance Wilson. We know we question that cardio. But right now, on his back, doing a lot of damage, as Parker's having a tough time getting out of the predicament.
You can see how young and talented Joffrey is. So the Phenom tag was not far off. He might be trying to get that rear naked choke on Jesse right now, and I can't tell if he has it on think about it. No, he's got it on his jaw, so Jesse slips right out. Jesse's got to get those hips of Hunter's off of him. Hunter's doing such a good job of controlling him right now.
Yeah, trying for a little ground and pound while he's down there. Most of it missing. Minute to go, first round.
Good thing about these little guys is they never, ever run out of energy. So they keep going, and you know, we get to see action the whole time.
Without question. Once again, the attack from Joffrey on that rear naked. Parker trying to get out of it. He's doing a pretty good job defensively. This is two very intelligent fighters.
Parker needs to keep that chin tucked. You know, he's been in a few, and Hunter does really good at switching sides on that rear naked. Right now, it's pretty deep.
He is relentless.
It's very deep. Oh, that's
part of his jaw, though. And again, he's able to slip out of it, but
great job by Jesse Parker with the defense there.
Well, you hit it on the head, Rick. I mean, the way he switches back and forth, Joffrey tries it from either position, and it's been a dominating first-round performance by Hunter Joffrey, but in the final seconds, it looks like Parker will survive this first round. And we are going to move on to round number 2. Yes, just barely, though, but a dominating performance by Joffrey. And again, look at Parker. Parker standing over Joffrey when he was completely dominated. I don't understand that part.
You know, this fight is never going to stop. They want to fight during the 1-minute intermission, it looks like.
Well, that's absolutely true. But now you're Jesse Parker. You're talking to your corner. You have your coaches. What do you need to do?
Man, I'll be honest. I'm looking over at Jesse. He's not fazed by this. He looks fine over there. Hunter is hyped. That may play badly into the third round, overhyping, adrenaline dump, you know, get a little tired. It may not happen, but Jesse looks like he's keeping calm. He's staying there. He did get worked over in that first round. Yes, he did, but he's looking to come back a little stronger. So Hunter needs to continue what he did, and Jesse needs a little bit of a game changer.
Yeah, both well coached. They have great people in their corner. There's a great look at Jesse the Adrenaline Parker in a first round where it was basically him trying to get out of the predicament and not being able to do anything offensively, whereas Joffrey, again, is ready to attack right from the get-go. The V3 Flyweight Division Championship on the line. Round 2, here we go. Again, Joffrey is your champion. Parker owns the interim title. This is for the unification. Big kick there by Parker.
Kick by Jesse. Nice move, but again, Hunter on top.
The advantage Joffrey as they both go down. After that initial kick that scored big by Parker. kidding though, Rick. When you talk about speed and strength from Johnson, you look at him, he's certainly in great shape, but you don't see right on the surface how strong this kid is, but he is.
Oh, you could definitely see once he gets in there, he's extremely strong for his body size. I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
Headbutts?
Yeah.
4 or 5 headbutts, and now Parker's unleashing a few shots of his own, the more conventional style.
Exactly. Oh.
A minute into round number 2. Now Matt Thomas is on top of it. He says everything's fine. And Parker gets some shots in there.
You know, one of the things I'm worried about in that headbutt is one of them could come down and hit him right on the bottom of the jaw.
Good point. Now, if that's the case, that could be a point. There's another one. That was close.
Those hurt.
Yeah, there's no question. That's why Parker put his glove
That
right
is heavy, but I'll tell you what, I know they're illegal. Yeah, headbutts are not allowed. He should be deducted.
Yeah, I'm wondering that myself, but Thomas is right on top of him. And Parker's now saying something to Matt Thomas as he's trying to throw punches, and he's also trying to protect himself from these headbutts from Joffrey. As we approach a minute to go in the second round. We have not seen that ever.
That is...
I can't remember seeing that at all in all the fights we've called.
First time for everything, Craig.
Now they're back on their feet. Oh, nice knee by Parker.
Hunter, he got tagged, but man, the kid is tough.
He took an uppercut.
I'll tell you what, Jesse is fired up now. Jesse was getting the better of him standing up. I don't know why he tried for the takedown. Hunter has dominated him every time with the takedown game.
Well, they're back on their feet now with 30 seconds to go in the second round.
Oh, bad move. He had a straight strikes going and was pressing him back, and all he had to do was keep on him. And Hunter was in
another
trouble.
strong knee, and Thomas is going to break him up. There was 17 seconds to go to get hit with a low blow here.
It looked very close. I'm going to say it was low enough to be a stoppage a little bit. That's one apiece, so now they're even, I believe.
Well, you always have to take safe precautions in this sport, and that's what Matt Thomas did, so we completely understand. Seconds to go here in the second round. That was an interesting minute and a half with the headbutts from Joffrey and the punches from Parker on his back. And then when they got to their feet, as you mentioned, it seemed like Parker had the advantage. He was able to connect a couple on Joffrey.
Well, he hit him with that kick and dazed him. And then,
here we go.
Came in at him. So.
While left, missed by Parker. Joffrey misses to the overhand right.
Why does Jesse keep doing that? He's getting a little bit better of him standing up, it looks like right now. He needs to stay standing with him.
Final seconds. And that'll do it for the second round.
Matt Thomas got in there a little bit.
All right, so now we wonder about Joffrey and the cardio, because we questioned it in the last fight against Chance Wilson. He has certainly used a lot of energy in these 2 rounds. Parker, not so much. Is that going to be a factor?
I believe it is, right? I believe it is because Hunter looks exhausted right now, and I don't think he's got this cardio to push in that third round. And Jesse looked like he was renewed in that second round.
Who won the second round in your opinion?
Man, it has to be Jesse Parker. He did more damage.
I'm with you. I don't know if the judges see it the same way, but we've had an interesting first couple of rounds.
This is the third and final round. Who wants it more? Let me hear you make
which
some
will determine
noise.
the V3 Flyweight Division Championship. Hunter Joffrey, the 19-year-old from Memphis, a perfect 4-0. He is your champion, and the interim champion, Jesse the Adrenaline Parker from Oakland, Tennessee. He's 12-4. Round 3. Here we go.
Good body kick. Good body kick by Jesse. That hit.
And again, Parker looks for the takedown.
Man, he's been stuck every time. I don't know if he's setting something up or what.
Yeah, great point. Terrific defense by Joffrey, who's not allowed to go to the ground if he hasn't elected himself to take it to the ground. He stopped everything, you're right. A couple of knees here by Joffrey.
Joffrey looks a little renewed.
Jesse!
Monster right, and it dropped Hunter.
And now Parker on top. We haven't seen this yet in this fight. Oh, some good ground and pound by Jesse Parker.
Hunter Joffrey is dazed. He's absolutely dazed right now. He could be in big trouble. Those are hitting.
Big punches from Parker. A lot of pop behind those. Oh, he got it free again.
Those are landing, but look for the arm bar. Hunter could have been setting something up. Not a fun way to set up an arm bar, but effective.
Well, again, you're going to have to take a punishment if you're going to be able to win fights. Nobody wins fights without absorbing a little punishment. But Hunter Joffrey, again, we go back to the cardio. What is he able to do now? He is a tactician on the ground.
He looks spent. You know, he's going to try some submission. He's got a...
Parker's going to attempt to pick him out and slam him, it looks like.
Yeah, he's gonna look for a slam or try to get out of this. And Hunter's just kind of holding. Hunter's so tired right now. He's just kind of holding on to the hold. Jesse needs to keep going here, stand this back up, and see what he can do.
Exactly, but again, we know how skilled Joffrey is. Even as exhausted as he is, some hammer fists right here by Parker. He can end it with one submission. Meanwhile, Parker, I think you're absolutely right, Rick. If he can get out of this and get it up and stand it, it might be his fight.
As you can see, Jesse looks over at Hunter Joffrey's corner and says, no way.
Well, we saw early in this fight, Joffrey had opportunities, and Parker was able to get out of those rear naked chokes 3-4 different times.
He did. He survived, that first round onslaught from Jesse, and now he is getting hammered.
Powerful. I mean, these are absolutely...
Oh, that one hit.
I mean,
Hunter is tough.
These are mallets. I mean, these are mallets coming down. So we don't think Parker's strong, folks. We got another thing coming. These are both strong fighters, strong-willed fighters. 20 seconds to go. It does not look like this one's going to end with a submission. Joffrey is now battered and bloodied, and again, he was dominating this fight early.
Such a great fight right here. This is going to down to the last second.
The grudge match, the fight we've been waiting for, the main event, and there it is. What a strong third round by Jesse the Adrenaline Parker. We questioned the cardio of Joffrey. Did it come back to haunt him, Rick, in the third round?
If he loses this fight, it did. It's all going to come down to the second round. Man, looking at it, there was so much damage that Jesse put on him in the third round. That's definitely his. Hunter won that first round. The second round, I would give it to Jesse Parker. I like both fighters. They're both friends of mine, but there's more damage done by Jesse in that second round.
Rick, I don't know what was in the water tonight, but you and I have agreed on every single fight, just about every single round. All right, going in to the cage and talk to the winner. We don't know who it is, but we know somebody's walking away with the V3 Flyweight Division Championship, the unification of the title. Remember, Joffrey had the title. Parker had a piece of it, being the interim champion, but this is for the unification. Joffrey strong early, Parker strong late. Who has won this fight in our main event? And folks, again, we certainly hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a heck of a night and a heck of a main event. Parker, the pride of Oakland, Tennessee, just outside Memphis. Joffrey from Memphis, White Station High School. Two great clubs they wrestled for. Parker used to wrestle for Memphis BJJ, now for Ronin Martial Arts. Joffrey, Memphis BJJ. They used to be teammates. Now they're adversaries. They don't like each other. Still waiting for the scorecards. We've had a controversial draw tonight. We've had some surprises. The cards are in. Who is the new V3 Flyweight Division Champion? The unification goes to, here's Michael Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for both of these warriors. What a fight. Well, here in the V3 cage in Minglewood Hall, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard for the decision. The judges scoring this one for your winner by split decision. And the unified V3 flyweight champion, Hunter Joffrey!
In this announcer's opinion, Jesse Parker was robbed. In this announcer's opinion, Jesse Parker was robbed. But that's the way it is. You never know when it goes to the scorecards. You try to end it before it goes to the judges' scorecards. Look at the two now talking to each other in a more complimentary way, a hug. Parker, I'm really impressed with Parker. Really impressed. He's taking it like a man. Joffrey stays undefeated at 5-0, and I don't know if he did enough early to win the fight. Now, Rick McCracken with our winner, Hunter Joffrey.
I am here with the champion, Hunter Joffrey. That's about split down the middle as you could get from the crowd and the judges, man. Anything to say to the crowd?
Yeah, I apologize for my performance, not taking anything away from Jesse, but I really didn't fight with my all tonight. I feel like...
Hey, let's give him some respect here, okay? Let him speak. He earned the right. Keep going.
I want to thank Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu first off. I want to thank my chiropractor, Dr. Kuntz, and his beautiful wife, Miss Patty. If y'all got any skeletal problems, any problems at all, y'all go to him. I want to thank Jennifer Stamey. She's an awesome massage therapist. If anybody has any problems, go to her too. She's awesome. I want to thank Joel Gingrey, Alex Meadows, Jason McDonald, Nathan Pang, Marcos Silva, Alex Meadows, Memphis Judo and Jiu-Jitsu.
Well, let's talk about the fight real quick. It was an awesome fight, man. The first round you dominated. You hit him with everything. Second round could have went either way. It went in your favor. But that third round, man, Jesse put it on you. Was your cardio just blown or what happened?
Man, he caught me with a punch. I'm not sure when in that round, but it really rocked me, and then I thought I was recovering. He started landing a lot more, you know. Kid hits hard. He's a good fighter. Thank him for the opportunity. Thank V3 for the opportunity. Chip Carter!
I'll tell you what, congratulations, Jesse Parker. Great fight, but congratulations to your champion, Hunter Joffrey. Thank you very much, V3 fans, for coming out tonight. This ends the fight tonight. Please have a great night. This was brought to you by Budweiser. After party tonight, 152 on Beale Street. Happy Father's Day, everyone. Be safe. Good night.
All right, there you go, Rick McCracken talking to the crowd. Let me talk to everybody here watching these fights on pay-per-view, and you've probably seen some of the pictures in the background, some of the video. Not a well-received decision in that last fight, the main event, but a real quick recap of some of the fights we saw tonight. We saw some incredible action. We did have the controversial draw between Josh Sankville and Montreal Grant, and Rick and I both thought Sankville had won that fight. We saw a tremendous performance by Matt Robinson, who improves to 7-1, beating Trip Kano Carter, a guy to really watch out for. In our 3 big fights of the evening, we had a number of championship fights. We saw Jesse Sanderson out of nowhere knock down Adam Denton when he was losing that fight, and then win with the rear naked choke to become the V3 Featherweight Division champion. We saw in the V3 Women's Bantamweight Division Championship a very impressive performance, not surprising, by Jamie Littlecat and Milanowski, who won in seconds with the armbar over Sharvonda Jordan. And you just witnessed, folks, the controversial split decision. Hunter Joffrey, the unified V3 flyweight champion, as he knocks off Jesse the Adrenaline Parker. Many, including myself, thought Parker had won that fight. It is always terrific when you watch V3 fights. We are so happy that you can be a part of the evening, and we thank you so much. Until next time, for my partner Rick McCracken and our entire V3 crew, I'm Greg Gaston saying so long from Minglewood Hall in Memphis, Tennessee.